All right, it's a little bit overdue, but we are doing my review of my opening of the 30th anniversary countdown kit. I was going to do this New Year's Eve. When I got home, it turns out though that my brother was having friends over, and it was extremely loud throughout the entire night. And then yesterday I was busy. So today, January 2nd, my dice can't really flip anymore. We're gonna do a countdown. So we're gonna start back at 1 when we do this. But we're starting from the beginning. First things first, we got the dice, obviously. We got the secret lair box, which is, it's a nice secret lair box. It's very thick, but we don't need to talk about that. The rest of the packaging is well on the ground right now. It's just decorative packaging. Well, let me go ahead and move the box out of the way. That's more or less there for thumbnail purposes. We're going to go through this one card at a time and say whether I got it in foil or regular and, well, really what I think of the card. Alright, you may notice though that some of the cards are in different sleeves than the other ones. It's partly because I took them out and put them in the different decks. And I plan to keep using them currently, though there's one of the cards I didn't get to use last time I played. It didn't ever get drawn, so I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. Alright, let's start this bad boy off with the first card we got, which was the foil Shivan Dragon. Very fun card. Classic card you almost always get in the starter kits, but this one's a very cool one, and I also like the foil treatment on it. It's just this dragon that's foiled up. Overall, I like the card a lot. I like at least the art of it. I don't know if I'm going to use it unless I put it in a dragon deck, which I did recently pull a Tiamat from a Dungeons and Dragons, The Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. I got it in a collector booster I got from the gift bundle. But other than that, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in the Miram deck also. I have a Miram I need to use. Anyway, that's card number 1. I guess I'll just spread this out as I go. Alright, Shivan Dragon. Card number 2. We'll just put the dice on the Shivan Dragon. Card number 2 is Mishra's Factory. It's a land that taps for colors. If you see my video, you see me go over this. There's your text box if you'd like to read it. It is the cool pixelated land style they do with some of the snow color discovered basics about a year ago, maybe? I don't know for sure. But they look super cool. I never actually bought them because I didn't commit to buying secret layers at the time. So there's a couple I bought. There's one I'm considering, but I'm probably not going to buy it right now. I do like the pixelated art style, honestly. I always think pixel art's pretty cool. It's very hard to tell from a distance, though, on this card, say, if I'm looking at it from where I'm at. I mean, you can kind of tell with the roof tiles if you know what you're looking for, but other than that, I think it's a pretty good card. It's a regular card. It's not a foil version, but that is all right with me. All right, we're moving on to card number 3. Card number 3 was Necropotence. This is one of the big hits people are trying to get because, you know, Necropotence is extremely powerful. The text box is a little bit hard to read on this one unless you're like looking pretty closely. It's like yellow and brown, which is a weird color. But the art is extremely cool. It actually references the original Necropotence art. It kind of zooms in on one of the cards. But overall, I do think it's cool. I don't know if I'm actually going to play it due to how powerful it is, and I'm currently not running a black deck. But yeah, might use it in the future. Alright, card number 4. Card number 4 is Limdul's Vault. It's an interesting card. You really are just digging for whatever card you're looking for. If you pay life, you can dig deeper and find the best 5 cards to draw in your next 5 turns, unless you have card draw in your deck. Otherwise, it could be 2 or 3 turns. But honestly, a very interesting card. I'd never actually seen it before I opened this. It does seem strong, but then again, I'm not playing a black or blue deck right now. So maybe one day I'll play it, but I do like the art. It's very interesting. Kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on, though. He seems to be digging through his knowledge or whatever. But yeah, very fun card. Alright, card number 5. This one is Tradewind Rider. It's really good at bouncing permanents to other people's hands, but you have to tap it for it. There's a lot of things that honestly outclass the card, but I do like the card. I didn't realize what was going on with it originally. You can see the skull in the art. I missed that skull on the moon. And it's honestly a very cool card. I missed it originally, what exactly it was doing, but I do like it. I'll probably play it in a blue deck if I need some sort of not permanent removal, but hey, very cool otherwise. The next card up is Smokestack. You'll notice that this is a card I've been trying to... I've never actually played it yet. It's just been in my deck. It's hard to get it to focus on this, though, isn't it? There we go. Smokestack. Seems like a very big stacks piece that's really good in token stacks or something of the sort. So, yeah. I do like the art. It's very creepy, honestly. That's the only thing that takes me off about it, but it gives us the vibe of the card very well. It's trying to stop you from doing stuff and slowing everyone else down. But hey, interesting card. I'm trying to use it. We'll see how well that goes, and yeah. And then now we're on to day number 6. Day number 6 is Squee Goblin Nabob. Oh yeah, Smokestack was my second foil. I had none of the cards between Smokestack and Shivan Dragon or foil. Squee is the next card after that. He's just the regular Squee. He's one of the weaker Squee. I think he's the weakest Squee, if I remember correctly. He just keeps coming back from your graveyard, while the other one you can play from exile or your graveyard, and then there's one that makes tokens and can be played if you exile cards from your graveyard. This one is just a 1/1 that keeps coming back. So he's good sack fodder, but he comes back only at the beginning of your turn. But it is an interesting art. This is probably one of the weirder arts, honestly. I don't know, it's weird seeing Squee looking like a child. But other than that, fun card. Probably going to say that about every single card for some reason. This is my third foil. On day number 7, I got Lin Civi, Defiant Hero. Really good in Rebels. But that's about it. It's a Rebel Tribal card for sure, because it helps you find whatever Rebel you want. Yeah. Other than that, I don't have many Rebels though, because I didn't play in this set, so I'll have to look for them at some point if I ever want to build around this card, or if I'm running Shapeshifters. But yeah, that was my third foil, and yeah, I don't know how to feel about that card. Next card number 8. Man, I'm bad. I flipped it without flipping it. Wild Mongrel. That's card number 8. It's the interesting creature. You can discard a card to change its color, which seems very useful. And considering you can put it in a deck, if you want to give it like if somebody gives themselves protection against a certain color, yeah, you can just do that. Or targeted color 8, yeah. It's an interesting card. I don't really know if I'm going to use it because I don't know how to use it. Hey, should make things interesting. All right. Card number 9. Card number 9 was Genesis. If you're playing a very creature-heavy deck, this card could definitely be used. Come on, thing, focus. There we go. Oh, it's liking Wild Mongrel right now. But it's used to recur creatures into your hand by paying 3 at your upkeep, as long as it's in the graveyard. You only can do 1 creature. It's kind of slow. It's very similar to Anger in the way it works from your graveyard, but the art's a little weird too. I don't know exactly what's going on. It looks like some sort of centaur. But hey. Very fun card. Oh, and day number 10. This was the big card everybody wanted to get from this Chrome box. I just got the regular one. Same with Genesis, Wild Mongrel. It's just the regular Chrome box. It is a very powerful artifact card. I'm currently not using it because I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's worth playing in a 2-color deck unless you discard a 2-color card, which are usually your better cards. Maybe in a 3, 4, or 5-color deck, it makes more use to get certain colors you think you might need later. But yeah, pretty cool card. The most expensive card from the thing. Might be fun to play with later. Alright, day number 11. This is Glimpse of Nature. This is just the regular printing. And it's a very strong spell for what it does. For 1 mana, you get to draw a card for every creature you cast that turn. Which honestly, if you can constantly play the spell again, or something of the sort, like somehow recur it from your graveyard, you can get a lot of card draw off of this thing. Or if you just have a very explosive turn. I do like the art. It seems very watercolor-like. Day number 12. This is a classic card that most people know. It's Lightning Calyx. I got it in the foil, so it's not super easy to see with my camera. There it goes. Very fun foil. But classic card, playable in most places, but it has slowly been being phased out for better cards. But yeah, very good card overall. I do like the art. I'm trying to figure out what exactly this is, art style wise, but it's very fun. All right. That was my fourth foil, right? Let me see. 1, 2. No, that was my third foil. That's right. I was no fourth. I was having a rather big foil drought. It felt like from the beginning, but I slowly got a lot more foils as I went along. All right. Card number 13 was Bogarden Hellkite, which is a very interesting dragon. When it ATBs, it deals 5 damage among any number of targets I want. So it could deal 1 damage to 5 things, 5 damage to 1 thing, or anything in between. Flash and flying, but it is an 8 mana thing. It's just another dragon. I don't know how good it actually is because I've never actually seen the card before opening this. But I might see playing a dragon deck or an ETB deck. If I'm doubling ETBs, this would be a very good card. Or bouncing it constantly. But I don't think there's a red blink deck right now, or a red blink deck or something like that. Maybe one day. Alright. Did I forget to... No, that was right. That was day 13. Day 14. Day 14 is Ponder. A very popular card, banned in multiple formats. A couple formats, actually. But Ponder is a very powerful card. It lets you have a great card selection. Stop looking at Wildmong. Great card selection. And literally lets you draw a card. Yeah. But, well, it's really hand selection than card selection. I didn't actually notice the mermaids in the tiers before. How did I not notice that? That's pretty funny. Anyway, that's Ponder. Very good card. I need to play a blue deck if I want to use it, though. Oh, here's a fun card. Heritage Druid is the day number 15 card. It was my next foil, so that makes it foil number 5. Which, I mean, yeah, that's the rate we're going for right now. We want 30% foils, and so we've gotten 5 out of 15. That's about 30%. But yeah, it's a big elf mana draw. That's all it's good for. Elf decks. Any number of elves, you want to tap them for mana, you get 3 mana if you tap 3. Very fun art, honestly. You can see the what they're talking about, heritage. You can see that the little elf dudes are walking along in front of them. Little spirit-looking things. But hey, very fun. Shouldn't be a fun card to use if I ever make an actual elf deck. Huh. Man, I cannot count. That was card number 16. I wonder where I got off. It's fine. Alright, card number 17 was Bloodbraid Elf. It used to be a very popular card. I don't know how popular it is right now, but Haste and Cascade, both very good abilities. It's only a 3/2 though, which is the downside. It does cost 4, well, which is good for Cascade. Very fun art. Looks kind of like looks similar to Infinity art, honestly. Like they're at some sort of Space Carnival or something. This is just the regular card, not foil. But, hey, very fun. Alright, the next card. Everybody knows this card, at least in Commander. Kind of has memes around it. It's your boy, Sun Titan. A very common recursion engine in white decks because it can constantly bring back things under 3 mana, including lands, which is very fun. But it is a very good card. I do like the art. It's very majestic compared to the other Sun Titan art. He just kind of looks like he's standing there awkwardly in the other Sun Titan art. But yes, I'm using this card in a token deck. All my token makers are rather cheap, so I can renew them like that. Alright, card number 19. A very powerful card. It is Birthing Pod. Birthing Pod is used constantly as a build around, really. You just you keep sacrificing small creatures to get to bigger and bigger and bigger creatures, mana value wise. But overall, it's a very powerful card. The art is pretty spooky. It looks like oozy and gross, and is it some sort of rib cage? No, it's just a tree branch looking thing. I don't know. It's weird. But it does get the job done. I'm not currently using it, though, because it's hard to build around it. Another card everybody really wanted on day number 20. It is Deathrite Shaman. I got it in foil, which was my 6th foil, if I remember correctly, because Heritage was my 5th. Lightning Killers. Yeah, that was my 6th foil. Which, honestly, it's a pretty good foil to get. It is a very playable card, as long as you're playing black and green and we're wanting to work around anyone's graveyards. Gets land, gets life. It's great all-around utility card. And it's a very interesting foil. I'm trying to remember what exactly about it makes it foil. Let's see. Now that I'm doing it, there you go. Just the silver's foiled, right? Yeah, like his belt and stuff, and the flame around his skulls. Yeah. All right, Deathrite Shaman, very powerful card. Should be fun to use. All right. Day number 21. This was the 2013 pack. If you're not keeping up with what year it is, I haven't been saying it. I got Elspeth's Son's Champion. This is a Planeswalker that looks like it's supposed to just be old printed. Look at all that text. A very crowded text box down there, but it's a very fun printing. I don't actually own any other of the Planeswalker cards like this. I didn't buy those secret layers. There's one out right now that I'm not buying either. But, yeah. Very fun. I do love this card. It was one of my first Planeswalker cards I got. I did like the Cure that came with it better at first, but Elspeth has slowly grown on me. Yeah. Very fun card, and I am currently using it in I think that's I've been using it in a Planeswalker deck. I have multiple copies of it, so there's just a bunch of Planeswalkers together. I almost showed the card without changing the dice. Card number 22 was Siege Rhino. This was another foil for me, a very fun foil, very popular card when it first came out. It's slowly been outclassed in almost every way, but gotta love good old Siege Rhino. It's very trippy art. Some sort of mushroom art, which is very fun. I don't really know how to feel about it, but hey, what can I say? He's goofy looking. That was another foil right there. So my foils so far are Shivan Dragon, Smokestack, Lin Civi, Lightning Helix, Heritage Druid, Deathrite Shaman, and Siege Rhino. So I'm at 7 foils by this point, and this was the 2014 pack. All right, 2015, day number 23. This was the my phone just went off. This was Dragon Lord Ojutai. I can never say his name right. One of the many dragons from the Dragons and Tarkir set. This is one of the more popular ones from what I remember. He was very powerful from what I've heard. I didn't realize that at the time, of course. But yeah, he's a card draw engine, and he's good in dragon decks. This is just the regular printing. I do like the art. It's very majestic. It kind of gives off Phoenix vibes, honestly, but I see what they were going for. I do plan on using it at some point, probably in a dragon deck when I make it. I need to make it at some point. It's actually when I started playing Magic too, so. All right, day number 24 was Thalia, Heretic Cathar. I got her in the foil, which actually is just the background clouds and stuff, which is a pretty cool way to silhouette the character. Very fun look also. This is a very interesting card. I think the first Thalia is considered better, if I remember correctly. But both are stacks pieces in a way. They slow your opponent down, giving you a chance to catch up or keep ahead. A very fun card. All right. Oh, this is one of the cards I opened this far. I always forget. Number 25. One of the cards I wanted to get the thing so badly for was the Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh. I do own the other chibi Planeswalkers. Come on, camera, you do. I just put it a little bit closer. There we go. I do own the other cheapy Planeswalkers out so far. I'm still waiting for them to ship out the ones from Hasbro Pulse to get another Elspeth, but hey, very fun art. Very powerful card too, as long as no one touches it. And the problem with Planeswalkers is they're easy to take out because of how they're targeted and stuff, and just people don't like playing against them for some reason. But very fun. That was just the regular art. Okay, I thought it was foil number 8, if you guys are willing to keep count. The next card is this is 2018. It's always weird to think about how long ago stuff is. 2018, either this year or the year after that was War of the Spark. That was so long ago, jeez Louise. But this was Arc-like Phoenix. A very common card in Modern, I believe, or at least it was. I don't know for sure. I don't keep up with Modern. Very powerful Phoenix card for spell slingers, and a lot of people like it. It's just the regular printing, but always super cool to see. All right, day number 27. We're in the last 5 cards. There's actually only 4 cards left, truly, but there was a 5th bonus card, which I'll mention on the day 30. If you didn't watch that video, go watch it. Day number 27 was Emery, Lurker of the Log. This card was actually damaged when I got it. You can't really tell because of the sleeve. There's a little nick in the bottom of the card. very good artifact deck card. And good at getting whatever artifacts you need back from your graveyard, and always great to have around as a utility piece, really. It doesn't just the regular printing, but still a good card overall. All right, day number 28. I always laugh at this card because it's so goofy, at least this art of it. It is good old Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon, a very powerful card overall. Honestly, the text is always in super hard to see spots on this one. As you can see, it's right there at the bottom of the cards in small print. But if you know what Shark Typhoon does, you know that's very effective at what it does, which is get bodies on the board while you're casting spells. Very good card for what I've seen of the card. All right, day number 29. This is the second to last day. And interesting card today. There was a lot of uproar from the person who designed the card when it got reprinted without them knowing. But it was Elite Spellbinder, which is the card I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to keep it in my deck because I haven't actually drawn it yet. It's it slows down a specific card in a specific opponent's hand as the foil copy, so the galaxies are foiled and yeah, not the actual person. It's a very fun printing of the card. But yeah, it remains to be seen if I can actually get a good use out of it in Commander or anything of the sort. But good card overall. It was very popular in Standard when it was out at the time. All right, day number 30. This is the interesting day. So the first card on day number 30 was Nashi Moon Sage's Scion. I always want to say Skyon, but it's Scion. A very interesting ninjutsu card. It is missing blue in its color identity, so it's harder to build around as a commander, but you really just want Nashi getting in for damage. And so it's better than the 99 in my deck. Overall, a very fun card. Stealing stuff is always a very interesting mechanic. I don't use it very often because I don't play blue or black super often, but hey, I do like the art. It's very technical looking. And overall, it's a good choice. There are some much more valuable cards they could have chosen, but that's besides the point. It's just a fun card. All right, the bonus card was an interesting one. This was Lotus Field, which I'm pretty sure always comes in a foil in this thing. It's not really easy. There it goes. Like it lights up the little dots on the plant or whatever. And maybe some other parts of it's hard to tell. Well, there's my light. That doesn't help. There we are. Yeah, overall fun foiling card. Very powerful land. There's combos built around it, but you do have to sacrifice 2 lands when using it. But yeah, that was the entire countdown kit. I quite enjoyed opening this. If you guys enjoyed watching me open it when I did, or missed me watching it, why don't you guys go back and watch the playlist? I'll probably put this at the bottom of the playlist too if you want to check it out as a whole recap. Overall, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 foils excluding the bonus cards. Overall, I got 10 foils out of the 31 cards, which is about the drop chance they said you'd get. But yeah, here's the interesting thing, though. I think I mentioned this in one of them. Let me move some stuff because I have things stacked up behind the camera right now, like a Commander starter deck I'm digging through. I have a second one. I'm trying to decide if I want to open this and go for a full foil one. I got a second one by accident. I think a bunch of people did. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I could go for a full foil. If you guys think I should do that, let me know in the comments. I'll let you know how it goes. But I'm trying to decide if I'm just what I'm going to do with the rest of the cards I already have in foil and that sort of stuff. Anyway, this was a lot of fun. I honestly enjoyed doing this a bunch. But if you'd like to see more of that on my channel in the future, please let me know. I'd always enjoy opening stuff. I'm probably going to do a couple videos of me building Legos sooner, actually, because I've got a couple Lego sets from Christmas I haven't touched. But I do expect to be recording something tonight. If I'm not mistaken, it's not over yet, and I just have been wasting my time and not doing it. But I've got Fall Guys to play and finish the Christmas event, if it's still there. Hope it is. If not, oh well. I haven't had a chance to log on in a couple weeks. But yeah, this has been fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe. I'm trying. My resolution for my channel this year is to double my subscribers to get up to I believe it's 34 to double it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.